G'day everyone. Well, I'm just sitting on the ground here with some saltbush. So Wayne has thrown out the challenge about collecting wild edibles and weighing them in. I'm not sure how much of this I should weigh in because I could weigh in for days. So I'm here a couple of hours out of Adelaide on the Yorke Peninsula, beautiful holiday coastal destination. We've been out here to look at a horse. But this is saltbush, so you can use it. It's great to cook with lamb, fish, those kind of things. So I'll pick some of it, but just to give you an idea of where I am, there's a lot of it around, so I could be picking for days. In South Australia, you'll see this on the sides of the road, anywhere sort of as you start to head out of town north, probably down south as well, I'm not quite sure, but definitely up north, which is where I am today. So yeah, saltbush, and it's something that's abundant in summer, so which we're in the height of our dry season here, so there's going to be no foraging for mushrooms and that kind of thing. All right, let's see what else we can find. So we're down here in the back of Clarendon, and we're picking some blackberries and getting prickled by blackberries, and I'll just show you just how much a beautiful part of the world this is. So it's a lovely little track down. Got Mum here, she doesn't want to be on the video. Give a wave from a distance, Mum. And so this is where we are. So here's our Onkaparinga River. How beautiful is that? But we're going to pick blackberries, and we're also going to pick rosehips. And we'll talk about those when we weigh them in. So that's the main thing around here, are the rosehips and the blackberries. And the blackberry thorns. Oh, we got blood, people.
I got you.
Oh, it's blackberry juice.
Yes.
Yum. Hey, we've got to weigh those. You can't eat them all. We'll lose the competition. So here's our rose hips. They do have tiny thorns, but hardly at all really, not like the blackberries. So rose hip, you can make jam, sauce, so you can do a savoury sauce. You can also make jam from them. You can extract the oil. I don't have something to do that. It's really good for scars and just the condition of your face to extract the oil though. It's meant to be great for fat metabolism, so I should be eating plenty of these. And really super high in vitamin C, great for rheumatoid arthritis and things like that. So I'll probably make a jam out of them, which probably won't help the fat metabolism with the amount of sugar in them. But yeah, we'll just have a go and see what we think of them. So there's obviously plenty to pick here, so I think Jasmine's going to get on that for me. Alright, so we've got some fennel seeds here. Fennel's got that real licorice taste to it, so you can add it to desserts. Some people like it in stews and things like that. I'm not overly keen on it, but chewing on the seeds also helps with digestion and gas, Jasmine. So it's a good one for things like that as well. So it's a great one to jar up and pop in the cupboard. It'll keep for ages, so we'll just pick all the seeds off, and that's a weed. I'm not actually, like, Jasmine, show everyone how big this weed is.
It's massive.
Massive. You can actually use the leaves as well, but this has gone to seed now. So if earlier in the year, in the month, it would have been a bit more like this, and you can use those leaves as well, and yeah, you can smell that real licoricey kind of smell to it. Mum's saying something. What's that, Mum?
It's very good on fish.
Very good on fish, apparently. So Mum grows it in her garden purposefully, but I always remember as a kid you'd walk to the park and things like that, and it'd be on the side of the road, and yeah, so you see this stuff everywhere. So fennel seed.
Oh, we have the jackpot of date. What am I saying? Dandelions. Should it be here? See it? See the big. Where's it?
we've got some figs. Fig trees you find at heaps like this on just the side of the road. And they just twist off. They're a little bit underripe, but they can ripen on the kitchen bench. Alright, so back from our little morning of foraging. So I think we were out there for 2 hours. These are things I have so far to weigh for our wild edibles that are of the non-meat based variety so far. So as you can see, we've made the 5 kilo maximum limit for fruit. We collected apples, a few figs, quince, quince. That was my salt bush from the other day. I just need to weigh that in. I've also got the dandelion to weigh in, and I need to dry out these fennel seeds and remove all the stalks before I weigh them in. So I'll weigh them in and take a photo later in the week. I'll just spread those out to dry. In the sink, I've got all the blackberries ready for, I cut a lot of them, so I just need to remove them off the stalk to be able to weigh them. But they're fruit, so if I've made the 5 kilo with the apples, then I don't actually need to weigh the blackberries, which is funny because these probably took an hour and a half to pick a bucket full, whereas these probably took less than 2 minutes to pick up off the side of the road. So I've got the blackberries. And what I'm most excited about is weighing in these little rose hips. So I've got a lot to learn about these. I've been looking at these for years, wanting to collect them and have a go with them. I love that they're along creek lines and old fence lines where there's original farms and things in South Australia. They were something that was obviously planted because they were hardy against harsh climate. They have a really pretty delicate little rose on them, and then you have this what's called the rose hip. So I'm looking forward to trying a few different things with these, both down in the workshop medicinally and here in the kitchen food wise. So yeah, they're going to be fun. And there's heaps more I can go pick of those as well. So I will do some weigh-ins and take some photos to show you guys, and Andy and I are then off to the coast to do some foraging down at the beach. So we'll see what we come up with down there. If not, it'll just be a lot of fun. So let's get these weighed in.
We headed out to Port Noarlunga and Wallaroo Jetty to catch some squid and crab. Unfortunately, the squid weren't biting. We managed to catch one at Port Noarlunga, but they weren't catching for anyone. But we did all right with the crabs. So this is just me using my Leatherman to pull out the crabs from the net. You can see they hang on quite tight. Yeah, so big thanks to Homestead Aus, because this challenge was great. We got the family out together and we all had a lot of fun. So good stuff. Have a look at those crabs. So pretty much all crabs. You've got the bit at the back. So if you hold them basically with your thumb on their back.
I'll zoom in. Yeah.
Thumb on the back, 2 fingers there. They can't get these hinges around to get you. It's hello mate. It's
don't form a relationship.
And that's basically how you hold them.
So these are blue swimmer crabs, really. There's 2 types of swimmer crabs in South Australia. The blue swimmer crab, and then what's the other one that you got in there?
Sand crabs. We also get giant crabs.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
Sorry, mate.
Jet awake. You know, there's something good going on up here.
But yeah, they're all good eating. So,
what was that? Just a random fin.
that was a flipper.
Flipper. Wait. Oh.
Get rid of the bucket.
Is that the biggest one?
Don't know. But I'll show you male. See that flap there?
No.
See that? See that flap, how it's all long and thin? Let's see how that one's nice. 6.3 ounces.
There we go. And what's that in kilograms? Because I've got no idea what that. Ooh.
I think that's 7.4. Oh no, hang on.
That's ounces. No, that's grams.
So it's just under 2 kilos.
Just.
Also,
Oh yeah. Keep going.
as a bonus, we didn't get to film this, but a little mate.
I heard Keto Homestead with Jess. They were all talking about squid and asking what it tastes like and if they'd ever had it and was it like octopus. We often call it calamari in South Australia as well. So if you're going to like a restaurant, whatever, it'll be on there as calamari. It's not as chewy as octopus, is it, Andy?
No.
It's quite tender. You really don't have to cook it long at all.
Buy my skin off. So with these you can eat the tentacles, you can eat the fins on the side, and you can eat this tube. But the head, basically the head and the guts go, and you can eat everything else.
But if I'm going to do a seafood bisque, I'll probably cook all that up except the beak, tenderising it. Alright, how much is the weigh, husband? Wild edibles.
Oh, now I'm slimy, I can't turn the scales on.
Oh, what's happening right now? What's happened?
Alright.
They're the only scales in the house at work now. You've got to look after them.
So,
I bet it doesn't weigh
7.9 ounces, which is 234 grams.
Oh.
2,829. Got some crabs, baby.
Where do we get the crabs from?
We fished them out of the crab net.
Where are we?
Wallaroo in our holiday house that got broken into.
Yeah, okay. How far are we from Adelaide at the moment?
3 hours.
3 hours. So we've driven up to Wallaroo. How's the crabbing been, husband?
Good. The crabbing's been great, the squidding's been absolutely shite.
So we came for squid because we always get squid up here.
But not tonight.
Tonight we got...
But crabs are plenty. So, you know, nothing like a consolation prize to get you through.
Can I eat Sandy?
In total we had 418.33 ounces, which is
11 kilos, 859 grams.
of squid, crab, saltbush, dandelion, blackberries, apples, quince, rosehips and fennel. I hope
That some of this resonates with you.